Want to see how you guys progress, how you guys are progressing with your goals. Man, I'm be 100 with y'all. Most of y'all probably like, man, I ain't on that no more. It's New Year, you know what I mean? It's that ship has sailed, but like it's when we going after things in life, when we first have the thought of if we accomplish this or if we had that, like the excitement, like we can visualize, man, if I only, man, I can't wait till I, like we like super motivated and feel like extremely good, but along the journey, like we run out of gas, you know what I mean? So, that's why the 5 a.m. drill has been focused on setting goals and going after goals because when it comes down to when it comes down to when it comes down to going out after achieving goals, usually what's the first thing to go? The mindset. You know what I mean? Like so that's why I felt it in my spirit. I mean, believe it or not, I was thinking about this past weekend. I'm like, actually at the beginning of this year, aware that most people run out of gas like the first 2 maybe 3 months of the year. Like I call y'all the New Year's resolutioners. And no knock to it, you know what I mean? Like that's just something what I call y'all, you know what I mean? Who be on that New Year's resolution. Hey, check this out. Y'all like my shirt? Boom. Yay, yay. Your struggles are my struggles. I told y'all thought of this game. I be for real about that. Like, you feel me? Your struggles are my struggles. You dig it? But I I know like we tend to run out of gas like within the first couple of months of going after our goals, and at the beginning of the year I'm like, man, what I know people usually run out of gas, um, the first couple of months because I used to, you feel me, and I'm like I gotta put something together. I have to put something together now. So, in February or March, I can go ahead and I already, recorded the videos, uploaded them or whatever. So when that time come, when they start to run out of gas, then I can start, they'll start getting hit with the 5 a.m. drill. Focus on the goals, but the mindset of it. Um, Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that because I'm really working, like diligently with these books God got me writing, and man, don't y'all know, man? Saturday, Sunday evening, I think it was about 8 or 9 o'clock. Like I came in the restroom for something. I was doing something, and I don't know if I was brushing. I was doing something, and he like, I'm gonna need you to finish that books tonight. I'm like, I still got a ways to go, right? So, man, I must have sat down. I must have sat down on that book about. We talking about dedication, right? Because today is dedication. Dedicating our time, our energy, and our focus in on whatever that task or activity is we must do that's going to help us achieve our goals. So, and it's not to pat me on the back. Like I said, this year I'm just trying to be obedient to whatever his instructions is. So he told me I need you to finish that book because I've been writing in it for a few months now, 2 3 months now. So he told me that was about 8 or 9 o'clock. I think I sat down at the table about like 10, 11 o'clock p.m. And I finally got up and took a shower about 3:30. Hold on for a second. My wife just texted me. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. So um I finally got in the shower about 3:30. Got out the shower, wife getting up about 6:30, 7 o'clock, going to work. I'm still at the table. I literally sat down and wrote in that book for over 12 hours straight. You know what I mean? Like I didn't like I think I passed out maybe for like an hour or two. Um and like man, I didn't get done the inside of that book until probably like 2 or 3 o'clock talking about like done for. But the cool thing about it is I finished it. Now I'm working on, like whenever you open up a book, the introduction, and on the back of the book, the words. So the little paragraph or whatever. So that's the part that I'm working on the three books, right? But I said all that to say I didn't have a point at first, but since today's dedication, time, energy, and focus, I'm gonna go ahead and swing it that way, right? Like, just say if God had not told me to sit down and I need you to finish that book tonight. Just imagine sitting down for almost like 12, a little over 12 hours working in a book. Just imagine if, just imagine if he didn't tell me to do that. I'll still be doing 30 minutes here, 45 minutes there. You get what I'm saying? So it's about dedicating your time to sit down for those 12 plus hours. I would still been doing some 30 minutes here, 45 minutes there on the book. Ain't no telling when I would have finished it. And usually I feel like, usually when God is like pressing something like that to like finish something, do something, like he have a reason for it. So we have to be obedient. So when we're talking about our goals, we have to make sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? Like I still had to go to work last night. So when I went to work, I hadn't got no sleep. You know what I'm saying? Well, I think, like I said, I think I passed out for like an hour or so or whatever earlier in the day. But and I'm not recommending anybody to do that because it's dangerous, especially like if you drive. You know what I mean? Like, but it's making sacrifices and knowing what you got to do to achieve the goal. Period. Like, what are you willing to sacrifice? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna show y'all this. What y'all think about this right here? Overcoming the struggles. Struggles be real, y'all. You feel me? And of course, gotta put your struggles on my struggles. Your struggles on my struggles, because it's real. I said overcoming the struggles. Yes, ma'am. I be making these too, by the way. Little side note, you feel me? Little side note, but no, like what sacrifice are you willing to make? If we're not willing to make any sacrifices, if we're not willing to make any sacrifices when it come down to achieving our goals, then what are the odds of us achieving our goals? If we're not willing to be committed in the process, what are the odds of us achieving our goals? If we're not willing to dedicate our time, energy, and focus and achieving our goals, then like really, what are we doing here? It's not going to achieve itself. And because we're not working towards it daily, we're not growing, we're not becoming, we're not, developing. So guess what? Odds are we're not going to achieve the goal. And when we don't achieve goals, it's safe to say that we are not making progress in life. So what are you prepared to do? Like it doesn't make no sense that we sit back and wish this and want that, but we're not willing to go the distance to do what we have to do to make it happen. Especially for us who are struggling out here. You know what I mean? Especially for us who the struggles are real. Whatever the struggles is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just one of them type of deals where we have to be willing to do whatever it is that we have to do to make it happen. So the question is, are you willing to do whatever you have to do to achieve what you need to do or achieve what you're trying to achieve in life? Are you willing to do it? Are you willing to do it? We could talk about the struggles all day long. You feel me? We could talk about the struggles all day long, but are you doing what's necessary? Are you doing what you have to do to make sure that at the end of it all, your situation is going to be changed? At the end of it all, your family life is going to be better. You're going to be better. Are you putting in that work for it? If not, then it's just not going to happen. It's wishful thinking, and that gets us nowhere. If we're not putting a plan or putting anything in effect to to make it happen. So I didn't want anything. I was just coming on here because I don't know if y'all been checking out the 5 a.m. drills since yesterday. That's been really focused on goals, right? Because like I said before, like oftentimes we start, especially the new year, we have all these big goals and stuff like that. Like we're motivated year, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like we get going on it, but then two, we run out of gas within the first month or two, maybe three, four if you sweet. You know what I'm saying? Four if you sweet. Like, but we run out of gas. It's like we back to the same old, same old. Then at towards the end of the year, we're like, man, I ain't get nothing accomplished this year. And a lot of times that's due to we having goals, but we don't put a plan in effect to achieve the goal. Like I remember I was like 27, 28 years old uh back then. I ain't old. I'm just 41, you feel me? But I remember I was like 27, 28 years old. I had this bright idea, like goals. Like I said, by the time I turn 30, if I have a kid or family, whatever, they're going to be set by the time I turn 30. Sweet plan. I mean, go like you can't beat that. Like you can't. That's a hell of a goal. But how am I going to do that? And what vehicle am I going to utilize that's going to help me arrive at that checkpoint or destination? I didn't have one. I had something in mind. I don't know where I got the graphic design, being a graphic designer from, but I went and did the application and sat down with I forget what college that is in Dallas, Texas. But I couldn't afford it. But of course, I ain't have a job, right? Um, and that was like my early 20s. And then they started talking about student loans or whatever. I'm like, well, I ain't gonna get approved. So I didn't even go for it. I didn't even take the next step into doing it. Why? Because they started speaking a language that I didn't think that I was going to qualify for. They started speaking a language that I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Remember, I don't know if y'all been checking out my lives lately. Like when it came down to challenges, I went in the opposite direction. Like it wasn't a conscious thing; it was a subconscious thing because I was so used to like going in the opposite direction of challenges. I ain't want the smoke, so I went in the opposite direction. So when it come down to, well, you know, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, and then we'll see if you qualify. If you qualify, then we gotta do this, do that. Like, I'm like, nah, I never even went back. Boo headed. You feel me? And that's what we do when it come down to our goals. We quit in the process. And we swerving down, it wasn't meant for us. We swerving down like, oh, that was just that. What's true is that like you quit. What's true is that we quit. We didn't think that we could do it. We had believed in ourselves. And the thing about that's another reason why I stress about believing in yourself. Because when you have believe, when you have believed, the moment you encounter something hard, you're gonna swerve it down. That that it's not meant. Like when you have believed, the moment you encounter something, most likely you'll quit because you already kind of had doubts anyway. You wasn't for sure it was possible for you anyway. You didn't think you deserved it anyway, so you quit. That's why I stress so hard about believing. Like I tell my 8-year old, like especially like when I drop him off in the morning time, which reminds me, I called that little chump this morning and he didn't answer. Young brother, I gotta bring him that smoke, you know what I mean? I called you this morning, man, before you left home, huh? Don't let it happen again. Again. No, I figure you ain't have your tablet though. But no, so so Josiah, what do I tell you in the morning about believing in yourself? You remember what I tell you?
Believe in yourself even when nobody else
Can you
does.
pause it real quick? What do I tell you when I drop you off?
Believe in yourself even when nobody else does.
Uh huh. What else?
Mm,
Don't get nervous. It's just, you know what I mean?
I forgot.
Believe in yourself even when no one else does. What else? As long as God tell you you can. I'm the chum. I ain't getting bashful on me. You know what I mean? Like, but what I tell them is, believe in yourself even when no one else does, because not everyone is going to believe, and that's okay. As long as God says you can do it, that's all that matters. That means you can do it. You just have to believe enough to get started and go through the process to do it, and you'll see that you can do it. But if you don't have believe, the odds are you're gonna quit when you encounter something hard. So it's very important for you to believe. You got to believe that you have what it takes. You have to believe that it's possible. You have to believe that you have the ability to do it. You have to believe this is what God is telling you to do. You have to believe that you can go the distance. You have to believe no matter what. Because not everyone else is going to believe in you. It's just a reality. Not everyone is going to believe in you. As like I tell him, as long as you believe in yourself, that's all that matters. You don't need nobody else to believe, because what happens is when you believe and you do it, then others, oh, I always knew you can. You didn't believe. You know what I'm saying? Like there are individuals who's going to believe in you regardless. You know, the moms and who support you 100%. Like I have a kinfolk support, like no matter what, call you out on some things like that. If unsure of some things, they gonna ask questions. You know what I mean? Like and be like, well, I don't know about all that or whatever. It's not a yes man type of situation, but I have my teacher on and my cousin who like that's the energy they own when it comes to me. Even my little partner right there. That's that boy Bear, you hear me? My man about what, 3 weeks old, 4 weeks old, something like that. That boy Bear. But no, like that's the energy they own. You know what I'm saying? Like and like that's the support team right there. Like they're gonna believe. But then too, there are individuals who don't believe, but they'll believe once they see. And even with some of those individuals, they see, they still like, man, I can't believe you actually, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So like you think about all of those different groups of people, that's too much. It's like, you know what? I just believe in myself and bet on myself. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too much trying to receive energy from this person, trying to like get encouraged and pumped up by that person, and like it's just too much. It's too much. It is. What if they don't? What if they don't support? We don't do? What if they don't believe? We don't believe, so we don't go after it? No. No. We believe anyway. Because for one, when it comes down to individuals, like God did not give them the vision. God didn't create them with the purpose, like what he created you for. And because he haven't gave them the vision or the idea, like It's not coming for them to naturally to believe. I mean, why would they? He gave you the dream. He gave you the vision. He gave you the ideas. So it's your job to believe, not theirs. Not theirs. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's get off that. And I had to learn this the hard way for years. Let's get off that they don't support me stuff. Let's get off that they don't believe in me stuff. Like, who cares if they do or they don't? It's cool that they do, but who cares if they don't? And look, and when we make that thing happen and they be like, wow, I can't believe, or I always knew, let's not be on that energy like, like we looking down on them or like, oh, you didn't believe, like I don't fool with you. Like, let's not be on that. You know what I'm saying? Let's not be on that. You know what I'm saying? Let's just treat them with love, but you know where you stand with them. You know not to share certain things with certain people. You know who not to take along with you. Like you know the people in your circle who's good for certain things in your life. Keep them where they are. Wherever they good for, keep them where they are. It's not you feeling like you're better or anything like that. It's just understanding. I know I can't tell you my dreams because you already negative. You always complaining. You gonna shoot everything I tell you down. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna believe in what I'm telling you. So because like although they not trying to be mean or whatever, they shoot it down. Guess what? Because you probably have believe, you're gonna be like, well, I mean, it makes sense. I don't know why I thought I can do that. No, no, get off that. I need you to believe. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna end because I gotta lay down. I gotta lay down for a couple hours before I go to work. Uh, I always say believe enough to get started. In God's word, it says, with God, all things are possible. Obviously, we're talking about all what He has created, called, gifted, and purposed you to do in that arena. Not all things, but in those arenas. Believe enough to get started. Come on. Nah, you finna use the restroom, little buddy. Come on. Come on, Bear. Come on. Believe enough to get started. Trust. Trust enough. Trust His word enough to keep going. Trust what He created you to do is what you're supposed to do. So trust enough to keep going. And and have enough faith to see it through, to faith it out. Believe, trust, and have faith. And make sure just know it's not going to be easy, nor is it supposed to. No, it's not going to be easy, nor is it supposed to. But I need you to believe enough to the end, so in the end, you'll be able to be like, man, that's crazy. It was possible. Man, that's crazy. I was able to do it. Man, that's crazy. Like that's I actually did it. You know what I mean? Like, believe in yourself more. Believe in yourself more. I need you to believe in yourself more. Believe in yourself. Even if you don't have believe at first, like look in the mirror and just be like, believe in yourself. I'm gonna believe in me today. Whatever hard come my way, I'm gonna believe in me today to go at it. I'm gonna believe in me. I'm going to believe in me. Why? Because I can. I'm going to believe in me because I was created to. I'm going to believe in me because I was called to. I'm going to believe in me because I was gifted to. I'm going to believe in me because I was purposed to. I'm going to believe in me because He has created me for such a time as this. Believe in yourself. Again, commitment. Commitment is committing to the process. Understanding the process is that smoke. The process is the challenges. The process is when you get discouraged. The process is when it get hard. The process is when there's doubts and uncertainties. The process is when it's difficult. The process is what's going to stretch you, but it's the process that grows you. It's the process that develops you. It's the process that matures you. It's the process that prepares you. It's the process that equips you for the next level that God is trying to take you to. So it's the process that we must commit to and make sure that we see throughout the process until it's complete. Dedication today. Dedication Tuesdays, I think I'm gonna call it. I don't know. Dedication. Dedication of time, energy, and focus. Know what time it is that you have to do the task that you have to do every single day and how long you have to do it each day. Right? Dedicating your focus. Focus, I'm sorry, your energy. Stop giving your energy to everybody. Stop giving your energy to in all these different places. Put your energy in that thing that you have to do to achieve your goal. That's where you dedicate your energy to. Right? Obviously, if you have a family, then you know you still have to do what you got to do. But make sure it's it's intention. You're being intentional about where you are investing your energy in. Right? Then your focus, dedicating your focus, like eliminate the distractions. Get off of social media. Like a couple weeks ago, the man. When I say the man, I'm talking about God. I'm talking about Jesus, right? The man told me I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you off social media for a couple weeks. He like, in fact, I need you off social media until you finish this book project we got going on. I ain't been on in a few weeks. Like that's a sacrifice, but that's what dedicating my focus into looks like. Be willing to dedicate your focus in the right thing, the right areas. You know what I'm saying? Like not all the things that's going to pour from you. You know what I'm saying? It's the thing that you're that you are investing in, and you're going to get a return on that at some point. It's the goal that we're after. We have to be intentional about that. Then consistency, showing up every single day, doing that task that we have to do, showing up every single day, showing up every single day, showing up every single day, no matter how we feel, showing up every single day, and then discipline. What we all hate, the word that we do not like. Discipline is simply doing it anyway, like making the decision to do it anyway, whether we feel like it, whether we want to, whether it's convenient. Discipline is doing it anyway, doing that thing we know we must do anyway. That's what discipline is. All right, that's a mindset thing. Those are mindset challenges that we're imposing on ourselves to make sure that we achieve our goals. Because if we can control this, and we can protect our perspective, how we view things, our situations, the things that we encounter, not looking at it like we're a victim to it, but looking at it like, you know what, it's cool. It's part of the process. It's the smoke. It's part of the smoke. It's in the smoke, but it's what's in the smoke that's gonna qualify me. Well, if you are in Christ, you're already qualified. But it's that smoke that's going to further position me. It's that smoke, overcoming that smoke, that's going to make me ready, right? So as long as we have that right perspective, we will overcome. As long as we don't, as long as we do the commitment, the dedication, the consistency, and the discipline, those mindset warriors, what I like to call it, as of now though. I ain't know what else to say. Hey, sue me. But as long as we have that mindset, and we have those perspectives, and when we are going through those challenges, or when we're going through the smoke, we won't have no stank attitude. We won't be bitter about it. We won't be mad about it. We won't be upset about it. I'm not saying we're gonna be jumping for joy about it, but we have a positive attitude. Like, you know what? It's cool. I got this. It's cool. I'm gonna make it through this. It's cool. It's for me. It's cool. It's gonna get me to where I'm trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? So when we have those three things in order, the mindset, perspective, and attitude, like there's nothing, especially when God says, like, this is what I want you to do, there's nothing that's gonna stop us. But if we don't believe, it'll break all that up. We need to be intact. We need to be on point. We need to make sure we are intentional about how we move when it comes down to achieving our goals. If you don't know what it is you need to do, that's going every single day, what tasks you need to do every single day that's going to help you achieve your goals in 3 months, that's going to help you achieve your goal in 6 months. Like, have a sit down. You know what I'm saying? Find out what that is. And then write it down and get to it. It's on you. It's not on nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, your family is waiting on that. The people that God has assigned to you that you have not met yet is waiting on that. It's waiting on you. Let's stop playing with it. We've been playing long enough. You know what I'm saying? I lived for the weekend 20 plus years. Like, I mean, when I finally had a family, like years back, it's like I was exposed for the many years of not doing nothing for my life or doing nothing in my life. Like, enough of the plan. It's a time and place for everything. Every weekend ain't time for play. You feel me? So let's stop playing, because we're going to look up, we turn 50, 55, and look back and like, that's crazy, time flew. What am I going to do now? Let's get it right. Let's get it together. It's on you though. Believe enough to get started, trust enough to keep going, and make sure that you have enough faith to faith it through to its complete. It's on you. Believe enough. Have enough trust. Have enough faith. Mindset. Mindset. Commitment. That smoke. All right. You ready for it. You created for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, commitment. Come on, Bear. Commitment. Dedication. Consistency. Discipline. Remember, you have all that it takes. Go make it happen. I love you guys. Stay blessed. Peace.